What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to Checkpoint episode 61. I'm one of your hosts, Vincent DeSantis. Today I am joined by the one and only Strictly Casual, the main big boy, Marvel #1 fanboy, the legend himself, the California SoCal residing Santa Monica legend, Ryder Maldonado. Ryder, how you doing, dude?
Hey man, I'm doing great, dude. I'm feeling a little tired, but these news headlines, all the gaming stuff that's been going on that's what's keeping me going. That's what's keeping me going this week, and God, and all the hype that's going on social media.
Yeah,
I'm looking
dude.
forward to this episode. How are you
There's
doing?
there's a lot of good stuff, bro. I'm doing good.
Yeah.
I'm tired as well. We're recording this at 10 a.m. Usually we record this in the afternoon. I don't know why. I'm like a little off my game this morning, but I'm about to get on it. It's gonna take like one news headline and I'll be like in.
Yep.
I
Full in,
drank
ready
my
to go.
coffee this morning, all that good stuff. Before we get into things today, we want to thank you guys for all the love on the Falcon and the Winter Soldier series that you guys have been hitting us with. If you're not subscribed to our YouTube, listening on audio platforms, if you head over to youtube.com/strictlycasual, you can see all of our other videos, including our video podcast too. If you want to check those out, that would mean a lot to us. So thank you. Ryder, what have you been playing this week?
Let's see. Well, I've been playing. I went back into Astroneer. I've been doing that a little bit. That's kind of the game that I grind every once in a while. Like when I wake up in the middle of the night,
Yeah.
I'm cold sweats and a nightmare, and I'm like, I gotta get into Astroneer.
Sweats.
Yeah, I've been playing a little bit of that, and then every once in a while, a little bit of Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Nice.
And yeah, I recently started Alien Isolation. I did that once for a personal stream, and that was it. But I've been watching so many people play it, Alien Isolation, like footage of YouTubers play it. And I'm motivated to just do the whole thing and get into it, but who knows? It's a scary game.
I believe Cheesy in chat just finished it last night.
Yeah, I remember watching
Isolation.
him one time play it, and I was like, "Ooh, it got me hooked," But what about you?
Dude, that game scared me so much. I don't think I could ever finish it. I got like not even halfway, probably a quarter, and I was like, oh my god, I can't even.
A lot, yeah.
But I've been playing. Oh my god. Okay, I picked back up Horizon, so I started Horizon again.
Yeah.
And I played like, I don't know, 3 hours of it, and I had so much fun. Whereas when I started it, I did not have fun with that game. I was like, this game is not, because the story is bad. Story's bad, but I'm liking it a lot more this time around, or what I've played. And then this is the last week of the Valorant season, so I'm trying to finish out that battle pass. And I'm not buying next season's battle pass because I spent way too much time playing Valorant this last month. Way too much. That's how it's gonna go.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, some headline. Oh my gosh, headlines in advance. Just so you guys know what we're talking about today. We're going to be talking about Jeff Kaplan leaving Blizzard, Amazon canceling Lord of the Rings MMO, which is just a big rip. We're going to be talking about the Marvel's Avengers creative director moving back to Naughty Dog, xCloud, and all that good stuff. So without further ado, let's jump into the biggest headline article we have today. Overwatch Jeff Kaplan, aka Papa Jeff, is leaving Blizzard. Okay. This comes from ESTNN.com. I have never heard of this website before, but it looks pretty legit. So it seems cool to me. But here's what they have to say. Jeff Kaplan, the father of Overwatch, is leaving Blizzard. After 19 years working at Blizzard, Jeff Kaplan, the father of Overwatch, is leaving the company. I don't know why I said that twice. More than a game director, Jeff Kaplan is to Overwatch what Gabe Newell is to Steam. He was considered the father of the game, also referred to as Papa Jeff in the Overwatch community. Kaplan regularly made community videos to keep fans updated on the state of the game. He even made annual Overwatch Yule log videos sitting down on a comfy sofa in front of a chimney as a family member would do at Christmas time. Kaplan was the main interface between the development team and the player base. Here's his statement on Twitter. I quote, he says, "I am leaving Blizzard Entertainment after 19 amazing years. Also, let me keep in mind that his statement here is all in lowercase letters for absolutely no reason. Like it's like there's nothing's capitalized. I don't know why. Maybe that's just his thing.
Yeah. Okay.
So he says, I am leaving Blizzard Entertainment after 19 years. It was truly the honor of a lifetime to have the opportunity to create worlds and heroes for such a passionate audience. I want to express my deep appreciation to everyone at Blizzard who supported our games, our team, and our players. But I want to say a special thanks to the wonderful game developers that shared in the journey of creation with me. Never accept the world as it appears to be. Always dare to see it for what it could be. I hope you do the same. GG's, Jeff Kaplan." Let's go. He says people it's GG at the end. I'm like, let's go, dude.
Nice. That's cool. I think it's cool. Well, I just want to see what he's moving on to next.
I know. This is a big name at this point. And not even just a big name, a recognizable face.
Yeah.
Because he's in front of things a lot. So I don't know what this means for Overwatch 2. I know this guy was pretty beloved by the people. So
it adds
I
to
don't
the
know.
hype of the community, you know. People are like, "Oh man, it's not the same without him." But
Right.
I'm sure now that there's a spot open, there's a lot of other people in the industry that are ready to step up and take that role, you know.
Well, here's what we got. Aaron Keller is taking the reins of Overwatch and keeping on the development of Overwatch 2. Keller assisted Jeff Kaplan on Overwatch for several years. He worked on the development of King's Row, one of the most popular Overwatch maps. He also was the associate game director for Overwatch 2 and now takes his boss's place. Keller ensured that Overwatch 2 will still see the light someday, even though we still have very, very little news about it.
Wow. Well, I think it's great because it's next gen time, and people are talking about Call of Duty and Battlefield and Overwatch getting, you know, PS5 and Xbox Series X updates. So I'm sure we're gonna hear some news soon. But I don't know. I feel like I don't know what's going on with their development on that.
I don't know. Remember they showed 2 maps at BlizzCon. They showed the character updated textures and stuff. Maybe we'll get something else at E3, but I think this is like 2022 game, maybe late 2022 or something. Yeah. I don't think they're ready to throw a release date on there. But
it's funny how huge this headline was. I mean, about like seeing all over social media Jeff Kaplan, you know, and I had no idea who this was because I don't keep up with Overwatch, but
sure,
I do.
Did you recognize his face though when you saw a picture of his face?
I saw.
It's
him.
crazy.
Yeah,
because he's on stages all the time and videos. It's kind of weird how like even if you're not part, like I'm not big in the Overwatch community, but like I knew who it was. Yeah, and it wasn't. The cool part is people weren't like outraged that he left. People are like sad that he left because like he was cool with the players, which is most of the times when someone like this leaves, it's because like they had something bad that happened or like there's or something like that. But it doesn't sound like that. It sounds like he left on good terms.
That's great. Yep.
But yeah, who knows what he's doing next? Who knows? But 19 years, almost 20 years at Blizzard.
That's a whole lifetime, man. No, who knows? Who knows?
For real.
But still exciting for him, I'm sure. A new chapter in his life.
Exactly.
All right. Well, do we want to move on to the next one?
Hit me with the next one.
This one Amazon cancels Lord of the Rings MMO. Now, I remember hearing about when Lord of the Rings was announced or something like this. So you have a quote here. You no longer have my sword nor my axe.
That was the quote for the article. So like in the movie, in Fellowship of the Ring, what's his face? The dwarf guy with the big, you know what I mean?
I don't know. But I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. It's like when they're assembling the Fellowship, and the guy says, "You have my sword and my axe," and then he yells, "And my axe." It's so good.
I got it. Okay, cool. So Amazon Game Studios, wow, that's funny to say. Ambitious MMO set within the Lord of the Rings universe has hit the bricks following failed negotiations between Amazon and its development partner's new owner, Tencent. Oh, interesting name. According to a new report from Bloomberg, the project was a joint development between Amazon Game Studios and a holding company, Leiyu Technologies. The latter company was acquired by Chinese conglomerate Tencent in 2020, forcing new contract negotiations. But it seems that Amazon and Tencent failed to find common ground on the new terms, which led to Amazon canning the whole Lord of the Rings project altogether. So let's see. We have a quote here. "We love the Lord of the Rings IP, and we're disappointed that we won't be bringing this game to customers," which is an Amazon spokesperson who was talking with Bloomberg. "We have been unable to secure terms to proceed with this title at this time." So that's unfortunate, man.
After years of development, okay? And this is mind-blowingly stupid because, like,
we see this happen a lot. We have, when companies new negotiation contracts, a lot of things get scrapped that aren't like their, AAA or their tier. You know what I mean?
Read this next point, and then I'll really get into it. I'll really get upset.
"The Lord of the Rings will now go in Amazon's storage closet alongside previously canned releases Crucible and Breakaway. Sandbox MMO New World remains in development for PC with a tentative launch date on August 31st, since it officially announced it was entering video game development back in 2014. Amazon Game Studios is yet to see a successful release."
Okay, Ryder. Dang. If you were to ask me this literally one day ago, I would have said that of all these games, the Lord of the Rings MMO would be their surefire 100% going to make it. Do you know why? Is because they're developing the most expensive TV show of all time for Amazon, the Lord of the Rings TV show. They said they're spending $500 million on the first season.
467. I know that because we did that headline, I think just last week or a week ago on our podcast. We were talking about it.
My God.
So they're obviously putting a lot into it of Lord of the Rings.
So it would be stupid of them. I mean, they're gonna launch this. What I would do is I launch the season, and you launch that game right as the season hype is coming out. You blow those Lord of the Rings fans out of the water. You give me exactly what I want. I would have said this would have made them so much money, but they canned it. They canned it, dude. Are you kidding me? Amazon. Every single week, it feels like every month, one of the headlines we have is Amazon canceling a game that they've been working on for a long time.
Wow, that sucks. I mean, I would say at least it'll bite them in the butt later on, but I feel like it's not like they lose anything with all the franchises and how Amazon Prime does so well, but they almost need an L to understand, like, you know what you're doing? You can make so much with your games company, you know? You have the resources.
And it doesn't help that New World, which is this one game that Amazon is working on, got hit. They got a bunch of hate because they had some like racist like element in the game.
Oh God.
And so they had to like double back, and they're trying to like scrub their tracks with it. It was just a bad PR look and everything. Literally nothing good is happening over at Amazon Game Studios right now. I can't.
Man. Yeah. It's unfortunate, but
it's horrible. It's so sad.
Maybe with I feel like with this next gen, you know, it's time to hop on. Think of a new IP or take something that's already established and roll with it, man. You got to.
And they tried with Crucible. They released it, and then they pulled it out of release and took it off stores and canceled the game after that. After they charged people for it. So ridiculous.
Yep. This next one's sad, and I know you can take it. I'm just already off the bat. This is a sad one.
It's sad, but also exciting because there's some cool points in here.
Okay.
Marvel's Avengers creative director moves back to Naughty Dog. Now, before we read this, we can say why this is sad. Marvel's Avengers is a live-action game which they're continually updating, and so it's very sad that not even a year after its release, the creative director's like, deuces, the live service isn't going to be good enough, so I'm out.
Oh, man.
That's so sad. But he goes back to Naughty Dog, which is S-tier developer. Sean Escayeg, I believe that's how you say his last name. Sean Escayeg, creative director for Marvel's Avengers, has left developer Crystal Dynamics to rejoin Naughty Dog. Naughty Dog welcomed Escayeg, I believe so, back into the fold last night via a post on Twitter. This is literally all that we got on this. Okay. And the Twitter post said, "Happy to be back with the dogs."
And he had a mug and a postcard that said, "Welcome back.
Welcome back to the dogs."
Oh my God.
A recent report pegged Naughty Dog is working on a Last of Us remake, while another team within the studio is working on a multiplayer game with Days Gone developer Sony Bend. Presumably the long-awaited online experience once part of The Last of Us Part 2. Now, I don't know if I really believe this.
I don't know.
I truly think that The Last of Us 2 is not getting a multiplayer.
Yeah, at this point, maybe a remaster. And I feel like they're working on other stuff with that announcement recently. That's where they're putting their focus. I don't think the multiplayer is happening.
Yeah, I don't know. What we really need is that Last of Us 2 next gen upgrade. That's the main order of importance here. It would be nice. It would be nice if they were doing a Last of Us multiplayer, but I think they're working on whatever's next for Naughty Dog. They're working on the next big experience, which is the new IP.
The new IP, yeah.
The sci-fi space RPG,
that's right.
dude.
That's gonna blow it away. Like, that's gonna blow everybody away.
It's gonna be so cool.
Something like that, though, we might not see it for 3-4 years, right? Unless they've already been working on it, but
2025, 2026, bro.
Way later. Oh man, that's horrible.
She says, "Don't forget the name of it." I don't know the name of it.
I don't think I remember hearing about.
Yeah, put it in chat if you know the name. But the sci-fi thing is just a rumor. I don't know if that's actually a thing yet. But
I got you.
Early plans for a new Uncharted game at Sony Bend were recently scrapped. That report continued with the fate of that project now unclear. A Eurogamer source suggested that it had been intended as something of a reboot for the franchise, with one idea being for a prequel. Back in 2017, I interviewed, this is coming from Eurogamer, so whoever the author is of this, I interviewed Escayeg on the potential future of Uncharted series in exploring the stories of other fan favorite characters. So will we potentially see like more Chloe or Nadine or something like that maybe? Which is cool. Lost Legacy is great. Lost Legacy is really good. But I don't know if I need another Uncharted game right now. I could wait. I could wait a while. I'm ready for the new IP.
I think it might be female led though. I feel like they're going naturally.
Josh brings up a good point in chat right now. He says probably would have made it Nate's daughter.
Yeah.
Maybe, but that's a trope at this point. You know what I mean? Like, oh, the child takes up the reins.
And he's like the Sully, but I don't know about that. I feel like, yeah, we could see, I don't know, some new character, their competition to like Lara Croft, like a new type like that. Maybe, yeah.
Could be cool. Could be cool. As for Marvel's Avengers, Square Enix has issued a roadmap for future modes coming to the game. Though the arrival of Black Panther, its next chapter is not expected until a vague summer and beyond launch window. The game's PlayStation exclusive Spider-Man content also lacks a release date and now has been officially delayed.
I didn't think that would be so later on when it comes to Spider-Man. That's why I had gotten it for PlayStation as well, because I was like, oh, I want Spider-Man.
Right.
I don't know why I had in my head that it'd be like a cool company where it's like, yeah, every week you get a new character. No, it's been years.
No shot. Yeah.
There's no way. Yeah.
No. They've released 2 Echo Fighters. Their Echo Fighters being Hawkeye and Kate Bishop.
They're the same too.
I know.
Cheap. I know they were like,
that's like in Smash Bros. They say they have 50 something characters, but a lot of them are the same, just 2 different skins. It's like they're Echo Fighters. Cheap. So I don't know, man. I feel bad for Marvel's Avengers because I want it to do good. And remember we were talking about like things they could do. Oh, also, nice haircut. Oh. I'm sorry. We're like halfway through. I'm sorry. Sidetracked.
Listeners, you just gonna have to see the video to know.
I know. My guy Ryder over here is looking absolutely.
Thanks.
Oh,
Thanks,
kiss, dude. But yeah, I don't know. I'm sad for Avengers. I want it to be good, but it doesn't look. Everything is against it right now. Everything.
Absolutely. You couldn't have said it better. Honestly, it already seemed like it was like dipping down, and that those DLCs save it just by a couple weeks a lifetime. But it's kind of like you say, you can't be milking for every little thing. Like it's done. It's sadly done. Well, after the Black Panther, then I'll see. But I personally, I love it.
I'm excited for the Black Panther update. I'll play it, dude. I'll play it.
Yeah, me too.
It'll be sick.
All right, let's see. Oh, sorry. I don't know why I was looking at this. Oh, that's why I kept it there, in my headline. Anyway, so we have Xbox Cloud Gaming. Can we move on to that, right?
Yeah. Hit me.
Okay. So this is Xbox Cloud Gaming is finally coming to iOS and PC starting this week. Pretty huge. As reported by The Verge, Xbox Cloud Gaming will be accessible via a Chrome, Edge, or Safari browser on an iOS or PC using the xbox.com/play URL. For those who subscribe to Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, will be invited to participate in closed beta testing around 22 supported countries. So I don't know. I've seen some people online already getting their invitation. I have Ultimate, and I don't think they're really giving it to everybody. I think they're just
you have to sign up.
Press. Oh, you can
sign up, and so it's press right now, and then you can sign up, and they're gonna slowly roll it out, and then within like 2 or 3 weeks, everybody will have it.
All right.
Access.
It sounds like Microsoft plans to move swiftly toward an open rollout with plans to iterate quickly and open up to Xbox Game Pass members in the coming months. This will be the first time that Xbox game streaming has been available to iOS after plans for a dedicated app fell through due to Apple's App Store rules for gaming apps specifically. This is the small reason that Nvidia, Amazon, and Google have pivoted to web-based streaming for Apple devices. Makes sense.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Invitees will be able to play over 100 Xbox Game Pass titles throughout browsers such as Edge, Google Chrome, or Safari via the Windows 10 PCs and the Apple's phones and tablets.
Okay. So here's what's super cool. Have you seen the Backbone controller that people have been talking about on social media?
Yeah.
You put your phone in there, and it's like almost like Switch controls on the sides, but I mean, it looks a lot nicer.
It's awesome.
It also charges your phone while it's in there and stuff, so you don't it's out of charge. It looks super cool. So now when you have that, it comes with a Backbone app that like you can click into, and you can load up your PlayStation like remote play and your Xbox Game Pass Cloud and all that kind of stuff. So you can play everything on your phone.
Just on there. Wow.
So you can play your PS5 just like you could just stream your PS5 on it. You could play Game Pass wherever, all your saves all the way, you know what I mean? All that good stuff tied to your account. It's super cool. And so finally, Game Pass is on cloud, or cloud gaming is coming to iOS, which is huge.
Yeah, iOS.
It was only on Android before.
And they had recently came out with a promotional video showing on iOS, and they were promoting it with the controller connected with like a dongle where you just put your phone in, and then it's crazy how it holds up, because you wouldn't think that the quality of the game or whatever, but since it's like on a browser and it's just internet, it's like it's exactly like it is on an Xbox. You're playing Destiny 2 with all that chaos, and it just works, which is so like game changing.
Dude, I'm telling you, this is like, for me, cloud gaming is not there yet for me. Like, I don't feel the need to do this yet. But when I tried out Google Stadia, I did like the whole free trial, like 3-month thing. When I was playing Destiny 2 on my Mac, like with my mouse and keyboard on my Mac on a browser, and it worked flawlessly, I was like, this is great. The technology is here. Like, it's
future, yeah.
It's like, this will be huge. I still just don't think cloud gaming can be huge yet. But this is a great option. You don't have to pay any extra for xCloud. If you have Game Pass, you have access to it.
Yeah,
and that's really what's up.
Pushing those streaming services, which I kind of think is a little unfortunate, because I love the win, and I know PlayStation's doing this with VR. And I thought that Xbox and PlayStation were going to push more VR, because I think that's, for me, the future. But they're pushing these streaming services and Xbox cloud gaming, because I know they're trying to sell it, because the streaming services are working. Like, Xbox, Game Pass has changed gaming, I think. And now PlayStation's doing it, and we have a future headline about it. But I wanted VR to be the next thing, but I think that's going to be like way later, because the technology's not there.
We're getting PSVR 2, which is sweet. I can't wait for that. Xbox still hasn't said anything about a VR. I don't know if that's like their focus is this. Whereas PlayStation's like
cloud.
PlayStation trying to compete in the wrong way, I think. But I don't know.
We have different like accessories and different things,
right? Exactly.
So cool.
Next up, PS5 is the fastest selling console in US history. This is just a quick little short one from Eurogamer. According to market research group NPD, Sony's console is the fastest selling ever in the US in both unit and dollar sales. That's lifetime sales with 5 months on the market. The PS5 sold 4.5 million units globally in 2020. In February, Sony said it was on track to sell over 7.6 million PS5 units by the 31st of March. It's a remarkable success for the supply-constrained PS5, which Sony launched amid the pandemic. Demand for the PS5 has heavily outstripped supply. And it remains out of stock at a raft of retailers who have faced trouble with scalpers and bots. What's next for Sony? It aims to sell more than 14.8 million PS5s in its current fiscal year, ending the 31st of March, 2022, which would be more than the number of PS4s shipped during its second year. But here's the big but. The company is facing a chip shortage that could hamper manufacturing. Now, Ryder, this is the same chip shortage that is hampering sales of graphics cards right now. That's why graphics cards are so high. All graphics cards are facing a chip shortage. Yeah. So all the prices are up. I would guess that Sony right now is taking huge L's on their profits because of they're
trying to bounce back and pay for that.
Yeah, I mean, months ago, James and I talked about the PS5 was costing them like $550 to make, but they're selling it for $500. So even though they're taking a $50 L on every unit sold, they're expecting people are going to buy 5 to 6 games minimum.
Yeah.
It becomes a huge profit, so it's worth that L for them.
Yeah, okay.
But now that these chip shortages are going up and the prices are going way up,
I don't know. Much of a profit, because
it's hard. That's
like
tough.
There are those people that buy just PlayStation for the exclusives, because it's like I wouldn't buy like a multiplayer game or on PlayStation. So it's reaching that line,
which is sketch, dude. That's sketch. I mean, I'm sure they're not really worried about it, but I don't know. It's just interesting to see. Like, I wonder how much they're actually spending on each PS5 to make, since they're already taking L's on it already.
And I see on social media a lot of people debating like the best-selling console in history, and they show all the Xbox stats and PS5. And I think it was that controller and it was the exclusives that sold PS5 more than Xbox.
Yeah,
they just didn't have. Xbox did seem like it had a weak opening with their exclusive games.
Sure, but I would say Sony had kind of a weak thing too. I wish Ratchet and Clank launched with PlayStation and stuff like that. But
like it would.
Again, it comes down to this for me. Like, I have a PC, and so if I want to play the Xbox games, all the best Xbox games, there I go. Game Pass, $10 a month. Like, that's A-okay with me. I don't need to buy a whole console. But they're giving me a lot of options. They're like giving me a lot of good options.
For sure, yeah. And after seeing videos of the controller, like this new game came out and the controller had some cool features about it. It's like, why just buy a PS5?
Yeah, dude.
You got the PC unless you have PC.
Oh my god, I heard that Returnal, the new PS5,
that's what I was talking about,
has cool DualSense. I hear that like the rain and all this. Oh, Cheesy said it in chat too. Like I saw a video someone put on their desk and they have like they're recording the screen and you could hear the rain. And he's like, that's not the sound of the game. And he brings his phone down and it's like the ding 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 on the controller. Yep. I was like, oh my
I know,
god.
It's so cool. I think it's funny because I think we have the same feeds a lot.
Oh
So
yeah, I'm
we
sure we
always
do. Yeah, yeah. It's
but
Twitter.
yeah,
It's a
that's
small
cool.
world.
Awesome. Okay. Oh, and speaking of VR, now we can move on to Oculus, which I
Yeah.
think this was a sleeper. I didn't even know this happened, but
Me
they had a
neither.
whole
Yeah, yeah.
presentation, a whole showcase. So they showed off 12 brand new VR games at its gaming showcase. So Facebook, this is the company that owns Oculus, their division showed off 12 virtual reality games at its first branded Oculus Gaming Showcase event with strong sales for the Oculus Quest 2 VR headset. VR is enjoying a resurgence, which I am all for. Back in February, Oculus said that 60 games had crossed 1 million in sales. I was about to say 100 million. 1 million in sales, and 3 games had topped 10 million. So the Oculus Gaming Showcase introduced new trailers, information on upcoming titles. We saw footage for Resident Evil 4, as well as a brand new Star Wars game, which is called Tales
Heck
from the
yeah.
Galaxy's Edge. Yeah,
Mhm.
the Disneyland. Then some more details about the Star Wars. ILM and Lab is working on the next installment of Star Wars Tales from the Galaxy's Edge, which expands the core adventure and will feature 2 more legendary tales for fans to enjoy. So
That's interesting. I didn't even know Industrial Light and Magic was working on
I didn't either. I know
games.
I heard a lab, but
I
I
knew
didn't
that
think
I knew that they like work on the sound for these games and stuff,
Mhm.
but it sounds like they're working on like developing
It's
the game.
development, and
It's
that's
pretty
cool.
cool.
You know? And
Yeah,
with the success too of I was gonna say that, but the success of that recent headset, I was kind of like tempted to check it out and buy it
yeah,
because I know that the thing that I'm for is when the screens are larger, because
yeah.
then you really get immersed. And I know
Yep.
that they're really looking at stuff like that. So if Oculus just seen the success of this and Facebook, PlayStation working on theirs, I'm sure is looking at examples of how to make theirs better, right? And,
Yeah.
and the first one, I mean, I don't know if you've ever tried it. I've never
Yeah.
had it, but I've tried
Mhm.
it, and it's amazing already.
Yeah. No,
So
it's cool.
PlayStation is gonna be
The
it's
PS
gonna be great.
the
Mhm.
PSVR is cool. I know a lot of people had problems with like nausea in it and
Oh yeah.
like that the screens were too small, just like you were talking about. And then there's a couple other things just that other headsets did better at the time. Like PlayStation was a little behind the curve when it came to VR, but I'm hoping it really sounds like they're trying to push this next
Yeah.
one. So if they
I'm
push
ready.
that, that'd be sick. Ryder, will you get a VR? It doesn't have to be PlayStation, but like in general, are you like tempted to buy any sort of VR right now?
If I feel like it's entering a period based on the reviews of that previous one, and I have to look at price. If they're keeping the price base, maybe. And it might
Yeah,
be PlayStation because of how they port new like original exclusives to being VR, and that's what's the seller, like Resident Evil. You know what I
yeah,
mean? It depends. If money wasn't an option, then yes, I would
sure,
I would definitely have it
absolutely.
just there on the side.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
just ready to go whenever.
Pop it on, have fun. And like a fun stream, like, oh my god.
Uh-huh.
Looking
So
around. What
here's
about you?
my problem with VR right now. Is VR
Huh?
is in such its early years of development, just like
Mhm.
drones. So
Yeah.
like every couple months there's a huge step in technology that is
Mhm.
like every couple months your whatever you buy is so outdated. So I'm waiting for like those big gaps to where like
True.
okay, VR hits a point to where it's like very very good and
Mhm.
then every like couple years they have a next huge version
Yeah.
instead of every 3 to 6 months you're like
Yeah.
okay well this headset's out of
Mhm.
it's
Yeah.
worthless
We
now
have a
because this
Pro,
yeah
Pro
yeah
Plus. Yeah, it's like,
right
no, what? I wanted the Pro Plus. I didn't want
yeah
this basic one now.
yeah no
Yeah.
shot so
Yeah.
I don't know I'll probably wait but I am super interested in VR eventually
Mhm.
I'll have a headset it'll be
Absolutely.
nice Ryder
And 2, it's
yeah yeah
closer, because consoles are getting more powerful, it's just always getting better. That's what
it is always
you
getting
know?
better you're right
Exciting. Sorry.
you're right no you take this next one because I don't really know that much about it I
Okay,
saw
so
something about it but
Yeah, I'd heard about this one briefly, and I'm kind of like confused on it because I don't know how Xbox deals with this. But PlayStation is now dabbling with movies and TV. They're trying to be in competition with Xbox Game Pass and have their own movies and TV pass that's included with what's it called, PlayStation Plus or
well
Place?
so this came about because they posted something on a website and
Huh?
it was published too early. So someone got a screenshot of it
Oh,
and then PlayStation took it down. So there's no information.
oh,
There's no information
okay,
like, about
okay,
this like
okay,
at all except
okay,
for
okay.
speculation. But yeah.
Okay, so we have here Sony's secret weapon is in its efforts to compete with the Xbox Game Pass, which may include movies and TV. The company posted key art for something called PlayStation Plus Video Pass earlier today, and Sony's polished website included the following translated copy regarding this new service by the way of Video Games Chronicle, which is the website and the article where we got this. A new benefit available for a limited time on PlayStation Plus. PS Plus Video Pass is a trial service active from April 22nd this year through April 22nd, 2022. The subscription benefit is available to PS Plus users. Interesting. Okay.
Cheesy corrected us, says it's from a Dutch PSN store. And
Okay.
he also quoted Jeff Grubb's tweet. Jeff Grubb is a hilarious James journalist that said that he hasn't seen Venom. So he's like, oh, perfect. It's a Sony movie. I haven't seen Venom. I'll use this pass to see Venom.
All right, I got you. Okay. Let's see. The video pass may be an incentive of a new strategy out of Sony to further boost its revenues from services. Or put another way, this could be one of the company's rumored answers to Xbox Game Pass, which they are apparently losing the battle to. While Microsoft has surpassed 23 million subscribers to its Netflix for Games style subscription program, Sony hasn't looked to match its competition. Sony's instead focusing on PS Plus, and now it is seemingly using its strength in film and TV production to take a broader approach. Which, hey,
I don't know.
It's kind of smart.
This is kind of sus to me, dude. This is just kind of sus.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah.
What are you feeling? What do you think about it?
I don't know. It seems like this is a tomatoes, like completely different. No, tomatoes, like the same thing. But like, you know what I'm talking about? Xbox has this Game Pass where you're playing games. Why is Sony trying to jump in with this movie pass? I'm not looking for movies here. I'm looking for movies elsewhere. And
the funny, interesting thing is, too, Sony just signed a deal with Netflix to release their films.
Yeah.
And Disney Plus. So why would I mean, everybody already has Netflix. Why am I going to have PS Plus, right?
Yeah.
And cool, I get Spider-Man No Way Home exclusive. But like, what's the deal there? Is it as soon as it drop, or is it Netflix first, Disney Plus after, and then PS Plus? Or like,
I don't know.
We need details on it.
Yeah, we do need details. And it's just kind of like, we know literally nothing about it yet.
Yeah. It's so just for fun.
Yeah, I don't know.
But it's still interesting. Let's see. Yeah, it says Sony's plan is similar to something like Amazon Prime. The service includes Prime shipping, which is, that's even better. They're adding more. Which is kind of weird. I don't know.
No. That's for Amazon Prime's video and shipping, not Sony's video pass. Can you imagine?
Got you. Yeah, I read that.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's good.
Yeah, but that's it on that one.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's not something I need. But hey, if we get free movies out of it, I guess I can't complain because I'm already paying for PS Plus anyways.
Yeah. They're just thinking, listen, we don't have that much. We just gotta throw movies and TV in it. Who knows? They're trying.
I guess they're just trying. Whatever sticks.
Yeah.
Whatever sticks.
Sells. Yeah.
Next up, Square Enix joins E3's 2021's growing roster. Square Enix has confirmed a new interview. Oh my! I really cannot talk today. This is really bad. New interview with Nikki. Who's Nikki?
Nikkei? Is there a link here? Oh, we have an interview. Nikkei? Oh, it's the website, right?
It's the Final Fantasy VII director. That will have a presence at E3 2021. Well, it wasn't originally listed as one of the participants who will be presenting games at this year's all-digital show. Square Enix president Yosuke Matsuda did tease that the publisher is busy finalizing its reveal lineup. Quote, we'll be announcing the rest of the lineup later, and we're also planning to make an announcement at E3 in June. So please keep your eyes peeled, baby.
Nice.
Keep them peeled. So E3 will be there.
This is good. I just want to hear more and more companies announce because, when Sony and other companies leave, they have more freedom to do stuff and more time. Mm-hmm. But I love these events, man, when it's all
I love
building up hype and trailers. Even if the game is underwhelming.
No, dude, it's summer and it's about to be summer, which means right here on the Strictly Casual Twitch channel, we're going to be live reacting to all these. I can't wait. It's so much fun. I love watching these events with friends. It's the best.
Yep, absolutely.
All right.
And this is the next one, too. I was about to get in. Battlefield?
Dude, do it. I'm so excited.
This just dropped. Hot off the press, ladies and gentlemen. The new Battlefield console and PC game is on track for holiday this year.
Let's go.
EA's DICE, they've talked and said this is the biggest Battlefield team ever. This is the biggest team that's ever worked on a Battlefield game. And they said on a post, they had a whole article on social media coming out. A reveal is coming soon. Do we think this will be separate, or could this be like an E3 type thing? What do you think? Like a separate reveal?
Well, is EA going to be at E3? We'll see. We'll see. Okay. And no, for clarification, Josh, it's not a Battlefield console. It's for console and PC. Yeah.
It's a next generation game right here. It says it's developing the game for next gen and PCs. Basically, no last gen support. And also they mentioned a separate Battlefield mobile game is coming with a whole other team working on that. Yeah. With a strategy based game in
2022.
Flesh it out. Okay.
But so this article confirms that the new Battlefield game will not be on PS4 and Xbox One. It'll be only PC, PS5, Xbox Series X. I bet the S won't run it, or maybe like the Series S.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah, maybe I'd say it is included. I think they have the same specs.
Yeah. Okay.
Hardware.
This article, bro, this article is crazy. They said it's the biggest, most destruction, the biggest battlefields.
More players, right?
Yeah, more players, everything. I cannot wait. I am a huge Battlefield fan. I get way too into it. And so, bro, oh my God, holiday 2021, you're gonna see me. You're gonna see me day one playing Battlefield.
I know. It's gonna compete with that COD, and I think since COD is World War II, no one's gonna rebuy that because they just came out with one. Battlefield's winning this year. Battlefield's gonna win the competition.
Because Battlefield's modern. They're back to modern shooter.
Yeah, I saw it takes place apparently 2025, and that they're gonna keep it modern, but that they're gonna have a crap ton of vehicles. Like they said that the weapons, like there's gonna be a whole ton of weapon customization, which is awesome.
Yeah,
but yeah, I love the pacing of it. How you could just like camp and you can just stay there the whole game.
Because you can have a very chill game where you're like literally sniping and kind of like going slow, or you could be pushing up with the boys in a tank, just like going point to point.
Crazy,
dude. I love Conquest. I love it.
Yes, it's amazing.
It would be sick. Okay, this is a one little thing. Last kind of article, not really article that we have, but Valorant's been teasing a new map called Breeze, which is like a beach map. Okay.
Oh, nice.
And so this morning there was a leak. It's a trailer in a different language. Like it hasn't really come out yet, but the trailer showed off the whole map, and it's kind of cool because it has a very open area in the center, which kind of sucks for Valorant because like you want to be a little more like tactical about things, right? But it looks really beautiful. It looks super cool. And the season ends in 6 days. So I'm assuming that this map will launch next week or the week after with the new season of Valorant. So pretty cool.
Nice. Exciting. All right. That's it for all our main stuff.
It's time for random fun stuff. These are... No, we need a jingle,
right?
Dude. We need a jingle.
I was like hearing it in my head already. I was like, I want to hear it.
Random fun stuff is stories without a stories. They're literally just the headlines. There's no story attached to them, but they're important things that you should probably know about. So number one, first and foremost, Ryder, will go back and forth. Horizon Zero Dawn is free on PS4 and PS5, so make sure you claim it.
Grab it. Let's see. A remake of the 2003 BioWare RPG Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic is reportedly in the works from the port studio Asper Media. Remake.
Which is pretty cool. I would be excited for that.
Yeah, I get into it.
Thank you, Cheese, for reminding me. PlayStation did release Wake with the Horizon Zero Dawn. They said that there's potential for more play-at-home games for this season. Not like next year, but like more coming soon. But they haven't released any details on that yet.
Okay.
There's a brand new Call of Duty Season 3 update today, which is Thursday. So if you're watching this on YouTube yesterday, you've probably already heard about it by now. But the map is nuked. Apparently it's different now, all that kind of stuff. We'll see what that brings for Warzone, for the Battle Pass. I actually did see some of the Battle Pass and it looked kind of cool. I don't know. We'll see.
Genshin Impact. This is one I know you're hyped for. It's finally releasing on PS5 next week.
It's out on PS5, but technically, it was just the PS4 version you could play on PS5. But now since it's the PS5 version, it's all you can play it in 4K 60 frames per second. Nice. It looks pretty nice on PS and DualSense support.
Oh man! And I saw a lot of exclusives. I think for those of you like pre-ordering or. There's a lot of like collectibles and skins I think you can get, or I saw. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think I saw something.
I'll have to look.
Yeah.
Dying Light's Rust crossover event and DLC is here. I have no stake in this, but if you're into that, if you're into Rust and Dying Light, there's a crossover event, so you can check that out.
Nice. Okay. On this one, Cheesy in the chat was talking about earlier, we have here Discord has reportedly shut down their acquisitions talk with Microsoft, which was supposedly going to be a $10 billion purchase. Now the options are no longer on the table. It's not happening. Unfortunate.
It's not unfortunate. It's great. Discord should go public. Let's go. Don't go with Microsoft. It would be perfect. Final one. This just came like literally minutes before we started recording the show. Is that Xbox is giving more FPS boosts to old games on Xbox consoles, such as Titanfall 1, Titanfall 2. There's actually a Battlefield 1 they're doing an FPS boost on. So that's kind of cool. If you're still playing those games, you can play Titanfall 2 in 120 frames per second now on Xbox consoles. So that's kind of hot.
It's a step in the right direction. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, it was locked at 30 on next gen. So pretty cool.
I want to see more next gen stuff like this.
Oh my gosh. It's going to come slow, dude. These next gen games are going to come slow. Hate to see it.
Yeah.
But ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be a wrap on episode 61 of Strictly Casual. Ryder, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thanks for having me.
If you're here on Twitch, we will catch you in literally 5 seconds for the post show after we run this outro. If you're watching on YouTube later, thank you so much for watching. If you're listening on audio platforms, we love you guys. Thank you so much for listening. This is incredible. We'll be back in 10 seconds for the post show. And we'll see you next week. Peace out.
Bye.